All right, let's go ahead and get you caught up here on your first alert weather forecast. Where do we stand right now with our winds? Ooh, they're strong. 24 miles per hour for us in Sumter and 23 in Lexington. And we're tracking about 20 miles per hour in Bishopville, 16 in Kingstree. Down in Orangeburg, your wind speeds coming in pretty strong too at 22 miles per hour. Now for the next couple of hours, we're still going to stay up above 25 miles per hour. That's going to be from your noontime hour all the way through lunchtime. I don't really see our winds coming down until about dinner time. So even as we cycle down from the 20s into those teens, still going to have some pretty decent and pretty strong winds. We then get into, let's say, 8, 9 o'clock as we hit bedtime. More than likely, it's going to come down below about 15 miles per hour, but it's still going to stay up a little bit for us through the evening. That's the reason that I'm still going to hold our first alert weather day for Tropical Storm Helene. It is because of the gusty winds. We still have power outages there, and we are still tracking wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour. And tornadoes are still possible. Now that's as that line continues to shift it to the east, moving out of South Carolina into North Carolina. But nonetheless, that area could certainly still see some impacts. That line that we see now is finally moved away from the PD. This is a line here that will have to be watched very closely, especially as it starts to pull in some of that energy from off of the ocean. It's still pretty energetic there. So Helene, still a tropical storm now, winds at 45 miles per hour. Again, it's expected to tangle with these mountains, and that's, of course, when it will lose a lot of steam, but still have a lot of rain with it. Movement is to the north at 32 miles per hour. So temperatures will be trending upward for the weekend. It'll be nice to be able to enjoy about 86 tomorrow and 87 into your Sunday. We're pretty much going to see those numbers riding through those middle 80s for most of the work week. So what does that mean for our rain chances? We're still going to keep a slight chance of a sprinkle in there for your Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But these are just going to be your late pop-up shower and storm possibility. We're not talking about anything that is associated with Helene at this point. So if your game hasn't been canceled, the Football Friday game of the week right here in town, it's going to be more like a 78-degree temperature or so for us at 7:30 today. So sun and clouds out there. I expect all the rain to be out of here, but like I mentioned earlier, still a little on the breezy side. And by halftime at 74. Let's talk about what else is going on, because with everything going on with Helene, you may have missed it. We've got ourselves another hurricane. Isaac developed. It's a Category 1 hurricane with winds at 75 miles per hour. Now this one is expected to head way away from us, away from the U.S. It's going to be on that northern tier. Now that one more than likely will continue as a Category 1 hurricane before becoming a tropical storm. And then Tropical Storm Joyce has formed as well. So we have had a lot going on while our attentions have been focused on Helene. But Joyce is a tropical storm. The winds are at 40 miles per hour. The movement is to the northwest at 13 miles per hour. So yeah, we're starting to stack up some of those names out there. All right, here is your first alert 10-day forecast for today. Again, I am still holding the first alert weather day because of the winds. And that is certainly for those of you who may be trying to get out and about for the afternoon. Watch it, because we still have tree limbs and branches that can still be broken out there with wind gusts at 30 miles per hour. 82 for your daytime high. We're getting pretty close to that now. 64 overnight, and then a pretty decent weekend coming your way. 86 Saturday, Sunday's at 87, and we do stay steady right in those middle to upper 80s for your Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We will be tracking a drying process. It's going to be a pretty nice week coming your way with your overnight lows in the 60s.
All right, Von, we'll take